So we got a phone call from a customer and they were hot. They were pissed. They were angry because they had a local plumbing company come out and tell them that the work that we had done for them 3.5 years ago, $27,000 worth of work, that it was all done wrong, improper install. We're a piece of shit. And they called us mad and angry, and they were entitled to. They should have, because they had a licensed professional telling them that the work that we had done was terrible. So we decided to, it's the end of the day. We're going to come out here on the very same day that they call us, and we got some trucks out here, okay? I basically told the septic side of the business, hey guys, we're going to this job and we're going to fix it because these plumbers say we did something wrong. When we got here, well, there's a little bit of a different thing. So I'll take you for a walk. So this is the alarm panel. We installed it, but we're not licensed electricians yet. So they came out and installed this. I don't know. Does that look right to anybody? That just doesn't seem right that's weird. But they installed it and that's fine. They're electricians. That's their license. But the customer had a backup in their house, nothing to do with us. Their main sewer line has a break in it. And so they called this plumbing company. The plumbing company came out here and they said, good Lord, you've had a pipe blow apart. I'm gonna wash my hands after this. It's okay. Hands wash. The pipe blew apart. This is where it broke. Now this is down in the hole, okay? They told the customer that this was installed improperly. Well, the nub that the little handle goes on, that's on top, right? But they showed the customer right here, they said this side up. And what they showed the customer was it was right here. They said because it was installed with this side up, down, that they had to replace it to fix this down here. That's so strange. This smells really bad right next to my nose. That's kind of nasty. This was up. This is the handle that turns it off. But what they didn't tell the customer is that to make it towards this side up, and we have pictures of it this side up when we did the install, all you have to do is turn it. See how it turns? Well, they told the customer that this isn't designed to turn. Well, here's the deal. I want you to zoom in case somebody missed it. Them are threads. Those are threads. Last time I checked, threads, they turn. They're designed to turn. So here's the deal. This plumbing company, they're hunting money. You would never believe how much they charged to fix this piece of pipe. That would be $1,200. This is about $50 in materials tops. It's so strange, right? They found that problem and then they found another problem. It seems that simultaneously, when that pipe broke, something else broke. This is a float, right? And this goes down into the tank and, depending on the water level where it's anchored, it'll float up and down and signal. This is the part. They're cheap. These are cheap, okay? We carry them on the truck. They're disposable. We don't try to fix them, just replace them. Well, they had to replace that float. Now, I want you to come down here and look at this pipe right here. This is a little piece of conduit, okay? Now, this conduit goes down into the tank so that the floats can be in there. But I want you to look right here. See, they replaced this float right here. Now, look at this. This is this brand new black duct tape that they were here. And this little tiny wire goes through there, little tiny wire. Okay, that's not secured at all. That's a quality job one. That's Ford right there. See the size of that hole? Good Lordy Jesus. I bet they used a hole saw to get that done. Let's check that theory. Does that look like a hole saw hole to you? Well, see that straight edge right there? See that irregular edge right there? I ain't never seen a dodecahedron-shaped hole in the side of a riser. I have a theory, though, and it's just a theory. My theory is they took a hammer and popped the side of the riser to run their shit instead of using the conduit that was right here. Bear in mind, they're billing for this. So then they probably didn't want the customer to see that big gigantic hole with all the silicone in it that doesn't really seal it. So they put that tape right there to hide it. Which last time I checked, that's called deception. Weird. These risers are required to be watertight by the state. The state has very strict rules in the North Carolina Administrative Code that these risers have to be watertight. And I'm not a sailor or nothing, but I'm pretty sure that if you walk up to anything and pop a hole in it with a hammer, that shit is not watertight anymore. It's the strangest thing. This is going to be difficult for you to see, so I'm hoping the cameraman can work fucking miracles. But if you come over here, you can see right over here that wire on the side of the pipe right there, that one right there. That is the emergency shut-off float for this system. That is so high that if that float was to activate, we've already flooded the basement. The alarm float that's supposed to warn us that we're about to, have a problem, we've already had the problem by the time it goes off. That's like getting a fire alarm that doesn't go off when the fire starts. It goes off when the fire department leaves after they've put out the fire. The next just lovely thing about this is that they have spaced the float so far apart that the entire tank, this 1,000-gallon concrete septic tank that's being used as a pump tank by order of an engineer, the entire tank is getting pumped into their drain field at one time the way they've set it up. Mind you, they paid $27,000 for the engineered drain field that we installed 3.5 years ago, but they just want to hit it with 1,000 gallons of water at one time. That's not going to break anything. This entire thing is somebody came in with a hammer and tried to fix it, okay? Stop it. Stop fucking with my work. Here's the thing. There was no improper install on any part of this system. You know how I know that? Because 2 different county inspectors crawled all over this system, were out here multiple times during the install. A North Carolina stamped engineer designed the system and then verified that it was installed correctly before we covered a damn thing up. And what made this job particularly expensive is that in their backyard, in order to dig in the new drain field, we had to remove 180,000 pounds of rock. Apparently, their backyard is filled with boulders. This system was installed perfectly. And as far as I can tell, the only thing that's wrong with it is because a plumber tried to fix it with a hammer, duct tape, and caulk. We're gonna come back and fix what they fixed with a hammer. But we're not gonna use a hammer. We're gonna use actual tools. I hope that the homeowner, who loves us, by the way, they fed us while we were here installing it. They love us now. I hope that the homeowner gets all of her money back from the other company. I hope that the homeowner finds a bored lawyer that's petty and vindictive. I hope that the homeowner gets all their money back. And then more money for just, I don't even know the word, professional dumbassery. Okay? If there was a state license for being a dumbass, whoever came out and took a hammer to this, they need that license. Let's give them an A-class dumbass license, unlimited dumbassery license, okay? They should be transferable to all 50 states and then someplace else so that they can go there and not stay here. I'm done.